Today's the day I've been dreading. I'm standing in my empty Hollywood apartment, and after 6 years, I'm leaving LA. It's scary because I love it here, but it's also a new opportunity for me to really just get out there and explore and live a new life. So this new chapter of my life starts today. The journey starts today. And after LA, the first stop is Palm Springs, so not too bad. Come with me through Route 66 and see all the best places to stop and the most life-changing experiences.
The traffic getting out of LA was hellish as expected. But then our first stop was one of the most popular roadside attractions in SoCal, the Cabazon Dinosaurs. It's like Jurassic Park, but you don't have to worry about getting eaten. We only saw the 2 big dinos in the parking lot, but if you want to pay $13, you can go into the attraction and see over 50. I was satisfied with the 2 friendly dinos. Shortly after the dinos, we made our first stop, Palm Springs. The house we were staying at felt like a retreat. It was truly the relaxation I needed after 2 stressful days of packing. Now, it was 110 degrees, which is typical for the summers in the desert. So what I recommend doing is to stay cool by swimming. Luckily, this house had a pool and I floated in it for at least an hour.
I'm currently about to leave Palm Springs, and the next stop, drum roll please, is Sedona, Arizona.
It was a long drive to Sedona, but approaching the red rocks left me in awe and made the drive well worth it. Unfortunately, as soon as we got there, it was raining, but we found a cute lunch place called the Secret Garden, and were able to eat outside under an awning. The restaurant was in Tlaquepaque, I'm sorry for the pronunciation, which is an arts and shopping district, and it's a super cute place to walk around, and it feels like you're transported into a Mexican village. Thank God the rain slowed down right before our Jeep tour at 3 p.m. Sadly, the national parks in Sedona were closed because of fire danger, so we had a modified Jeep tour. The company we did the tour with was Pink Jeep Tours, and they were well organized. My driver was friendly and very knowledgeable. He knew the answer to every question I asked. It was a 3-hour tour that took us all around Sedona, including up 7,000 feet in the Coconino National Forest. And they also let us get out at the Chapel of the Holy Cross, a beautiful chapel situated on a butte.
That right there is Bell Rock. I don't know what that one's called. They all have different names. My favorite one is Snoopy Rock because it looks like Snoopy laying down. Bye, Sedona! It's 7 in the morning and we are checking out of our Sedona hotel. And today we are driving to Santa Fe, which is about 7 hours. We're gonna do a few stops along the way, depending on how much time we have and how long it takes us. Our first stop is going to be a meteor crater. So let's go.
Several hours later, we arrived at the Meteor Crater and Space Museum in Winslow, Arizona. The ticket cost $20, which I thought was worth it because for that price we got to view the museum, see a piece of the asteroid, view a short movie, and receive a tour around the rim of the crater. And if you are into space, you should stop here. Next stop was Geronimo Trading Post, which is a fun place to stretch your legs and buy some cold waters. They also have the largest petrified tree outside of the shop. We wanted to get a hike in, so we stopped in Gallup, New Mexico at Red Rock Park. We weren't really clear where to start the hike because the signage was confusing, but wow, the hike was great and the scenery was incredible. Finally, we arrived in Santa Fe, which is a little bit off Route 66, but I recommend going if you've never been to the city before. We had a reservation at Meow Wolf, which is a super trippy, explorable art exhibit. I couldn't recommend it more. It's great for all ages. You get to walk around and explore and climb through to all these different rooms and portals. On top of that, there is a mystery involving a family, which you get to help uncover the clues and solve. If you have been, please comment below what you think happened to the family. I have some ideas. Meow Wolf was incredible, and I love the opportunity to let my imagination run wild. After our adventure at Meow Wolf, we walked around Old Town Santa Fe and viewed the adobe-style buildings. It felt like I was transported back a couple hundred years. We had a late dinner on a rooftop at Coyote Cantina, which had some delicious tacos.
I just ate breakfast in Old Town Santa Fe, and now unfortunately we are leaving the kind of funner cities of our trip, and now we're just going to be trying to drive home the next 2 days, and our next stop will probably be somewhere in middle of nowhere, Texas, so I will keep you updated.
The drive through the top of Texas isn't very exciting, but a fun place to stop and eat is the Big Texan in Amarillo. You see, I love a themed restaurant, and this did the Old Western theme perfectly. Despite it being cheap and touristy, the steak wasn't bad either. Not far away is Slug Bug Ranch. Bring a can of spray paint or pick one off the ground, and you can have the chance to spray paint some old Volkswagens. This roadside stop is similar to Cadillac Ranch, which is also in the area. I probably prefer Cadillac Ranch because there are more cars there, but the good thing about the Bug Ranch is there is no other tourists. In Oklahoma City, we stopped at Domenico's Coffee and Dessert Bar and had some dessert for dinner because, hey, it's vacation and we can do what we want. We did have to wait a half hour, but wow, it was worth the wait. After that, we walked around the shopping area to burn off about 1/100th of the calories we had just consumed. I wanted to start my morning in Tulsa, outside getting some exercise, so I went to the Gathering Place. It's a new park that's one of the best parks in the country. It had lots of trails lined with gorgeous flowers, and it had like 10 different playgrounds for the kids to play on.
So we slept in Tulsa, and that's where I am now. We went at a new park called the Gathering Place. It's rated like super high, and we're about to leave and then drive back to St. Louis, and then I'll be done. Tuesday, July 6th, around 4:30 p.m. and I just made it home. And wow, this is not a good look for me, but anyways. I'm tired, I made it. I'm happy to be home with my puppy. I know in about a week I'm gonna be really bored and wishing I wasn't home, so wish me luck on this next part of my life.